is you are a cyclist. And
Yeah.
how, yes, you could tell, I would like for you to share with us about your cycling adventures and endeavors, and how do you use yoga to help you be a better cyclist?
So this is how I have found. So yoga definitely complements my cycling activities. I am a weekend warrior. Like I don't rate, I don't compete, but it's something that I absolutely have come to love doing. I've always been somewhat of a fairly active person, but for me, because of some of the benefits of yoga include things like um, building your strength. And so, especially like when you're talking about a full body workout. So if I'm cycling, like I know that a regular yoga practice is going to benefit me in terms of building the strength in my lower legs. So like that's my engine when I'm cycling. And
Mm-hmm.
then I also saw over time, like when I first started cycling on a road bike, I was having so much discomfort in my shoulders and my hands and my arms. And I began to realize that a lot of that was because I needed to do more core work so that I wasn't, slumping down so much into the handlebars, and was up more right and using my core more to support me. And I can tell you, I don't know of very many yoga poses that don't engage your core, your upper body, and your lower body. And so just that for me even motivated me to practice yoga even more regularly, because I saw that the more I did yoga, the more comfortable I was on the saddle.
Wait
So
a
that's
minute, stop right there, stop right there. You're saying yoga helps you with your cycling and you get 1,000% return for every yoga move you do, you become more comfortable on the bike and ride faster?
what I'm saying. I like the way you said that. You said it like with such a salesperson, like you're selling it. But I really do, like I can't imagine like how like yoga engages almost every part of your body if that's what you choose to do, depending on how vigorous of you want to be in your practice. But it engages your entire body. And so you know that as a cyclist, or when it comes to other sports, like your lower body strength, that is where your power, like your lower body is typically where all of your power comes from. So it builds that lower body strength. It builds that core strength. That core strength helps to keep you upright. It helps to with balance. And then the other thing that I found with yoga is that it helps with mindfulness, even when I'm cycling. So if I'm cycling, the one thing that I do periodically is I do a check in with my body, determine, just like I would with yoga, where in my body am I experiencing or having stress or tension or discomfort or dis-ease? Like, where is it? And what can I do right now to like release some of that? And so yoga helps me to be very mindful of that, because when you're practicing yoga, like you have to be mindful of your balance, of your alignment, of your breathing, because if you're not, then you're going to fall out of a pose, or you're going to hurt yourself, or you're just not like going to benefit from your practice. And then it also helps me with my breathing. So after doing a climb with Camille, I I know that, okay, I'm huffing and puffing right now, but that's not serving me at all, because huffing and puffing and those rapid shallow breaths are a signal to my body that I'm under distress. Like I'm like there's some distress going on. And so once I'm aware of what I'm breathing, what I'm doing with my breath, then I can say, oh wait, I need to calm my breath. I need to slow my breath to calm my body so that my body can get back to a place where it knows that you're just cycling. You're not being chased by like a lion. Like you're just cycling. Calm it down, breathe deep, so that you can get back into a pattern where you're comfortable. So
This
I
is
don't know.
getting juicy. This is getting
That's how
juicy
yoga
because
helps me.
this is getting juicy because I always thought of yoga as a recovery method. But what you're dropping, the truth bombs you're dropping is that yoga enhances performance. So you, as a cyclist, you said it's helped you with your core and your posture and your breathing. Do runners and swimmers receive the same performance enhancing benefits?
So I don't swim.
Not yet. but you did say majority of athletes use their core.
Right. The majority. And so runners, I mean, even with running, if nothing else, yoga helps you to remember to be like to be mindful. Again, like, what am I feeling in my body right now? And what can I do in this moment to kind of make this better for me, so that I have this, like in yoga, we talk about having this balance between dukkha, which is the Sanskrit word for effort, and ease. The Sanskrit word for that is sukha. You want to have this balance between dukkha and sukha.
Dukkha sukha, I like it.
Dukkha and sukha, so that you can achieve homeostasis. And you know, when you're doing endurance stuff, you can't have too many peaks. At some point, if you really want to have endurance, right, you've got to reach a state of homeostasis, right, so that you can keep going, so you can finish.
So you want to stay in sukha.
You want to balance your dukkha and your so you want to balance your effort and ease. You don't want it to be too hard. You don't want it to be too easy. You need it to be balanced so that you have that homeostasis. And so I think that no matter your sport, especially those sports that require, like, where for the most part, like, I can imagine that running a marathon, you have these moments where you probably feel like, how am I going to get through this? This is so hard in this moment. And what am I? And I think that yoga and like being mindful, especially of your breathing, like breathing gives you somewhere else to focus your attention, if nothing else. So instead of worrying about, instead of focusing on that cramp that maybe you have in your hamstring, or some numbness that you're having in your hands or your feet, like, if you can focus on something else, which isn't that what we learn to do during childbirth? Like, the breathing isn't making the childbirth any better. It's just giving you something else to focus on other than that pain. And so breathing does that for you in those endurance sports as well. It gives you something else to focus on. And it just makes you be mindful of everything that you're doing. How is my alignment? What is my breathing like? Where is my mind right now? And so that you can make whatever adjustments you need to better enhance your performance.